What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this EP from Maxo called Lil Big Man. Now, Maxo is a new rapper who I'm not overly familiar with, but people have been requesting him very heavily, so I wanted to make sure I checked him out and learned about him. He's a rapper who's coming out of Los Angeles, California, and you don't want to get him confused with Maxo Cream, another artist who I really enjoy. And when people first started telling me that I gotta check out the new Maxo project, that's who I thought they were talking about. I thought Maxo Cream had something new, but it was this Maxo right here. So I went into this completely blind. I really didn't know what I was gonna get, but I really did like the overall sound and aesthetic here. You're getting a lot of slow, crawling, hazy instrumentals, and he fits that style because he doesn't get too complicated with his flows or anything like that. Very straightforward, a little bit drowsy with it at times, but not in a bad way. This whole project is just very smooth, and the type of thing that you might be able just to chill with or study with, you know what I mean? That's kind of the overall sound that I got from this one. So thought it was cool. All these beats have a little bit of a warm lo-fi feel to them. It's like some warm baked apple crisp, you know what I mean? You put this shit on, it's just very comfortable. Not that you put apple crisp on, you eat it, but you know what I mean, goddamn it. I'm just saying that some comfort music, man, like comfort food really makes you feel good, so you can just kind of lay back and enjoy this one. Whether you want to talk about the groovy bass line and 70s feel on headphones, the gentle crawling production on Time, or a lot of these instrumentals that come with that smooth layback sound I was talking about. But to speak on the song Time, Maxo was on here reflecting on his past and just trying to make things right, and overall that's what I got from this project. He just seems like a young guy who's trying to find his way, make it in the rap game, and figure out what he wants to do with his life, you know, how he's gonna keep moving forward with this music while also wondering how true his friends are to him, dealing with family and those sorts of things. So there's not really anything groundbreaking with content, and this really strikes me as a type of project that showcases his ability and sound, but as he moves forward and maybe goes to make that full project, I think he'll really be able to step things up if he brings more storytelling and that type of stuff in. But in spite of all that, man, I really like the hook on Time where he speaks on his father who warned him about who he keeps friends with and his mother telling him to stay true to himself, and this ties into all the themes that I was talking about. He's just being very open, honest, introspective, and insightful, so that's what you're in for with this project. Then on the song Crown Heights, we get this late night sax production. I absolutely love this beat, and he raps, "Hey, I'm breaking my back for all that I have, been face to face with the pressure, I nearly cracked on him." Of course, I'm here, you know, fucking people's lines up when I read them, but this is just a testament to how hard he's been working trying to get things right, as I mentioned earlier. So I did appreciate that. He just keeps on going. And then on the song Kinfolk, this is one of the standouts. He spits, "If you bleed like I bleed, why I gotta be humble? Why I gotta bite my tongue while I'm watching you mumble?" That one there actually might be one of my favorite lines on the project, man, because it's very true. Sometimes when you're working hard and trying to do what you do, you want to stay humble and not get involved in all kinds of shit, but it does get old biting your tongue and being the bigger person when people are coming at you all the damn time. I can certainly understand where he's coming from with that. So he is showing a lot of wisdom as a young guy. I believe he says on one of these songs that he's only 23 going on 24, so, you know, he's not up there yet. He's still paving his way, and that's something you definitely pick up on as you listen through. So I think he did portray that whole idea very well. I also felt him on Strong Side where he has this come up bar, you gotta walk the mud before the marble, just that idea of putting in that work before you can get the finer things or really shine. But I think he really shines the most on the song In My Pennies. Absolutely love this song. The soulful production on it is just gorgeous and warm, and they match up nicely with the nostalgic content because Maxo is just on here reminiscing. He's speaking on where some of his friends are now, including one who's locked up and another one who's become a father, so he's just looking at how things are changing around him as he himself is growing and changing, and he reminds himself to keep on pushing in spite of not being perfect, because in his own words, even last place sees the finish line. I just really appreciate all these little quotables and wisdom tidbits throughout, man. You're gonna get all kinds of that, and that works nicely with this chill, laid-back feel, because that's kind of the mood that it puts you in when you're listening to it. You do feel sort of thoughtful and reflective, so him delivering this content over that sound is really gonna help connect with listeners. I think he pulled it off really dope. And another moment, just kind of wrapping up some of these songs as we go through, Quick told me this was a really interesting one because he's further exploring that idea from DJ Quick's song Dollars and Cents. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. He's exploring that while also speaking on some things that he's witnessed witnessed, his environment, just, you know, exploring life, money, and the streets, and just navigating all these issues. So that was one of the standout moments as far as the content goes, and that was the outro track, so it really did wrap things up nicely. It may have even been a bonus. That's coming to my head now, I forget. Maybe I saw in there it was a bonus or something that was added on, but regardless, it's the last track. And it does fit very well, so for me, I think this is very impressive. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Just a very soulful, jazzy hip-hop project where someone is speaking their truth. It's also very short and cohesive at only 10 tracks. You got this jazz interlude on there called Lucky, and a lo-fi spoken word piece called 605. And I'd say that is my least favorite track in spite of the instrumental, man. I just think it paled in comparison to some of the other tracks on here. But overall, man, I thought this was really dope. He held this shit down almost all by himself, except for on the song No Love, there's someone named Logi or Lojai, and they were alright, but I didn't think there's anything too distinct about them. They just kind of had those usual trap flows, just a little bit of a rapid pace. Wasn't really anything too memorable. But yeah, man, this is a really cool project and a nice surprise. I think it will be an honorable mention, but I'm not quite going to go with a 4 because this really does feel a little bit raw and like he's still finding his way. I know he's going to do even better than this. This is very promising. Honorable mention. Check it out for yourself if you haven't yet. And if you have checked it out, let me know in the comments section what you think, because I always want to know. You also want to be sure to show me love and show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.